Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. Now, here's the thing. The last episode, and a couple episodes before, I recorded like a few days ago. And I'm starting, this is a brand new recording session. And when I shut off the recording and I was kind of like reviewing over my videos, I was like, wait a minute, guys, I was super confused about what just happened, you know? It's like, okay, Akane was really in the K's suit, and we found like us in the pod, and we got confused. I was like, wait a minute, that's us. But then like they all looked at me all stupid. I looked in reflection, and I was old because apparently I'm the future me. Apparently I'm Zero. Now I was getting confused. I'm like, how the hell is that even possible? Because I thought we were always the young version of us, but apparently, when I was thinking back, we never ever saw a reflection of ourselves before. So I guess that's what got to me. And also, Akane mentioned, you know, it's good to see you again, Junpei. And I'm like, Junpei? I thought, like, wait, we can't be Junpei. I mean, well, where's Junpei? And I totally got mixed up because, remember how I said Tenmyoji, maybe we know who he really is? Well, I thought he was another character. But apparently, yeah. So, regardless, let me go ahead and continue on, because God knows how much more we have left. What? No! That's not possible! That's bullshit!
No, it's the truth. Fighting it isn't going to do you any good. Please, Doctor.
I'm not a doctor!
You will be. A pioneer in the field of genetic engineering.
You're lying!
No, I'm not. You created him. Well, I suppose I should say you are going to create him.
Create?
His name is Kyle Climb. Your clone. That is why he looks just like a younger version of yourself. 23 years ago, in the biolab here in Rhizome 9, you created Kyle. Well, I suppose for you, that's still in the future. When I said I was born and raised here, I was still pretending to be him. The gravity here is only 1/6 of Earth's. If nothing was done, the reduced gravity would cause his bones to be weaker than normal human ones. But you prepared for that. You gave him that armor. Ever since he was born, he's lived inside of it. It kept his muscles and bones strong. He wasn't forced into it for the nonary game. He's been wearing it every day, all his life.
But, why would future me create a clone?
He was to be your spare. If something happened to you before the project began, he would take your place. I mentioned before that the AB projects A and B stood for after, and that isn't all they mean, though. The A also means anima, and the B means body. Anima is another word for the soul, or the consciousness. Body is, well, exactly what it says on the tin. The past consciousness will go into the future body, and the future consciousness will go into the past body. They switch. That was the chief goal of the project.
Wait, so the future person goes into the past person?
Sigma, do you remember the note you found in the garden?
You mean this, right?
Yes. Ah, of course, it was you who investigated the garden in this timeline.
Yeah,
Sigma, take a good look at this. It's an illustration of the time jumps your consciousness is making. A is where everything began. December 25th, 2028. You inhaled the white smoke in your car and lost consciousness. From there, you jumped to B. January 25th, 2074. You woke up in one of the AB rooms in Rhizome 9. You are in your own body, but it is 67 years old. Your consciousness has jumped 45 years into the future. I believe that may explain why you didn't notice the reduced lunar gravity. The body you woke up in was much older. Normally, you would have noticed that your muscles were much weaker. In this case, however, the lower gravity balanced that out. Moving on, if you continue along this line, what happens next? You reach C, which is January 27th, 2074. That is today.
Whoa. Wait, what do you mean? Are you saying it's been 2 days since we woke up?
36 hours to be exact. Have you already forgotten? You were all infected with Radical 6. The virus slowed your brain down. So yes, 36 hours of real time have passed. But to you, it only seemed like 14 hours and 40 minutes. Now comes the important part. After this, your consciousness will return to the past. It will re-emerge at point D. April 13th, 2029. You will return to your younger body.
But that's the same day as the reactor explosions.
Yes. That is why I said it will be too late. You will return to the past, but the events you would want to prevent will have already happened. The story does not end there, however. The line continues. After reaching point D, you will eventually return to B. But this time, you won't be jumping through time, or at least not at a rate faster than normal. Your consciousness will spend 45 years inhabiting the same body until you reach point B. Do you remember when B is, Sigma?
January 25th, 2074. According to what you just told us, it's 36 hours ago.
Correct. That was when the consciousness of the 22-year-old Sigma jumped into the body of 67-year-old Sigma. So where did the older version of you go when you took his body?
Point A. December 25th, 2028. The day all of this started.
Yes. His consciousness will go back in time 45 years. For a period of time, he will inhabit your younger body. While your younger consciousness is elsewhere, he will be you in the past.
But once that body reaches point D, my 22-year-old consciousness will come back from point C.
That's correct. When that happens, the older version of you will be ejected from your younger body and return to your body at C.
So it's rotating?
Rotating. I suppose you could put it that way. But look at this illustration closely. What if you take all these lines and untangle them? You get one single line. It may look complicated, but in truth, it's a single straight path, with one exception.
The line here at point E, right?
Exactly. Point E is December 31st, 2028, the day of the total eclipse.
The day Radical 6 got out of the test facility.
Yes. By now, you've likely figured it out on your own. The purpose of the AB project was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma from point B to point A. If we can do that, we can change what happened 45 years ago.
So the old version of me will keep Radical 6 from getting out. By jumping into my 22-year-old body on New Year's Eve 2028?
Yes, that is why this line could not be interrupted. In order for the 67-year-old version of you to reach point B, we first have to go through point D. In order to get to point D, we must jump from point C. And for point C to happen, we had to recreate everything that happened in this facility. That is why we have faithfully retraced history up to this point, so that we might save humankind from destruction and undo the horrors of the last 45 years.
Tell me one thing.
What is that?
You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which is today. There's going to be a jump, and I'll jump to April 13th, 2029.
Yes, that's right.
But, look, I'm still old. When is this jump supposed to happen?
Very soon.
Soon?
Yes.
And what's gonna trigger it?
We need potential energy stored to send your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Fortunately, we now have plenty of that. Thanks, ironically, to Radical 6. All that remains is to launch your consciousness, like a bullet from a slingshot.
And how you propose to do that?
Didn't I tell you? A crisis. A moment balanced between life and death. That can jumpstart your brain.
What do you mean?
You haven't figured it out. I mean this.
Dio's knife? No sooner were the words out of my mouth. Fly! I screamed and leapt toward them. Akane was already in motion, the knife diving toward Phi's chest. I was almost there. When I regained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. I felt for a cut, but something was in the way. It took me a moment to realize that it was Akane's body, lying on top of me. I twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. On it written a few words in Latin. Tu fui ego eris. Fui whatever. What you are, I was. What I am, you will be. Did I just beat the game? Wait, I don't know. Maybe there's something else that pops up because we never had this before. So she had to do that in order to jumpstart my brain to travel back using my consciousness now and then going. Oh man, hold on. I mean, I kind of understand it, but like I gotta like put it in like words properly. So the whole point was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma back to the 22-year-old Sigma's body so that he can prevent everything that's happened. But in order to do so, he needed to go to all those events and then recreate history. So kind of, in order to jumpstart his brain, he needed to be a life. There needed to be a like a huge crisis, and I guess since he cares so much about Phi, he had to stop that, and I guess he, I don't know if you want to say died or was in the process of dying. That's how it I'm kind of understanding it. I mean, geez, this is a crazy story. And the thing is, it's like, oh man, I don't know. Oh, hold on a minute. God, excuse me. Oh, that hurt my back. Ow. Just so much crazy stuff has happened so far, and I just don't. I want to know how Akane is actually involved in all this, like knowing Sigma. So obviously, I'm assuming before that whole crisis happened back in April 13th or whatever they said, that he actually met Akane. So maybe that's what we're about to find out? I don't know. Let's see, because this is supposed to be Phi's end, right? Yep, okay, so that's all the endings, and there we go, a new destination has been added. So that's all, like, the endings. Oh man, so now this must be like the final path. Can't believe I did all this. Headquarters, April 13th, 2029. Oh, Okay, guys, I know it's a pretty short episode today, but I would like to begin this in a new episode, because there's a potential that this could be the finale. I'm not entirely sure, but with everything that's happened so far, this may be it. So, yeah, we'll just save that for the next episode. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for what may be the finale of Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. I'll see you guys later.